You've been lied to your entire life. They told you that if you're a good man, if you treat her well, listen to her, support her, and always put her first, she will never leave you. They told you women crave kindness, devotion, and security. But if that were true, why do so many women walk away from the men who care about them the most? You know the type. The guy who bends over backward for her, the guy who remembers every little thing she says, plans romantic surprises, and constantly reassures her of his love. Yet she leaves him, sometimes for a guy who doesn't treat her half as well. It doesn't make sense. Or does it? Here's the harsh truth most men refuse to accept. Women don't leave men because they care too much. Women leave because those men make them feel something they hate: boredom, predictability, and worst of all, weakness. A woman might say she wants a man who always puts her needs first, but deep down, that's not what keeps her attracted. A woman doesn't want to be your mission. She wants to be with a man who already has a mission. If you make her the center of your world, she'll eventually lose respect for you. Not because she's cruel or ungrateful, but because deep in her biology, she's wired to crave something different. The moment a woman senses that she has complete control over you, that you'll do anything to keep her, she starts pulling away. She stops texting as much. She starts canceling plans. She starts finding excuses. And eventually, she's gone. And here's the kicker. It's not even her fault. It's not that women are heartless or that they don't appreciate good men. It's that most men don't understand what actually makes a woman stay. This video is going to change that. I'm going to break down exactly why caring too much can push her away, and more importantly, how to be the kind of man she never wants to leave. Let's get into it. 1. She leaves the man who worships her. Most men think the more they adore a woman, the more she'll love them back. They put her on a pedestal, shower her with compliments, and make her the center of their world. And then, suddenly, she's gone. Here's the truth. Women don't stay with men who worship them. They stay with men they admire. When you act like she's a goddess and you're just lucky to have her, she starts believing it. And if she's a goddess, what does that make you? Her follower. No woman wants to be with a man who constantly puts her above himself. It feels good at first, but over time, it kills attraction. Women are drawn to strength, confidence, and a sense of purpose. If your life revolves around making her happy, she'll feel flattered, but she won't feel desire. Look at relationships where the man is completely devoted, always available, and constantly proving his love. These men think they're doing the right thing. They text back immediately, cancel plans for her, and say, "Whatever you want, babe." And at first, she might appreciate it, but soon she starts feeling differently. She starts feeling bored. Imagine this. A guy meets a woman he really likes. He treats her like a queen, does everything for her, and makes it clear he'd never leave. At first, she enjoys the attention, but then something changes. She starts texting back less often. She seems distant. Then one day she says, "I just don't feel the same way anymore." What happened? He made it too easy. She never had to work for his attention, never had to wonder how he felt. There was no mystery, no challenge, no reason for her to chase him. And when a woman doesn't have to chase, she stops valuing what she has. The harsh reality? If you act like she's the prize, she'll start looking for a new game to play. Women don't leave men because they care too little. They leave because they care too much, at the cost of their own self-respect. 2. Love isn't enough. She needs to feel your power. Men are taught that love is the foundation of a strong relationship, that if you love her enough, show her affection, and remain loyal, she will stay. But here's the truth. Love alone is not enough. If she doesn't feel your strength, she will leave. Women don't just want love. They want to feel protected, guided, and challenged by a man who knows his worth. If all you offer is love without leadership, she won't feel safe. She'll feel like she has to take control. And the moment she feels stronger than you, she starts losing respect. It's why so many relationships end with the woman saying, "You're too nice. I just don't feel that spark anymore." She's not talking about love. She's talking about the lack of power in the relationship. She doesn't want to be the leader. She wants a man she can look up to, not one who looks up to her. Think about this. A man falls deeply in love with a woman. He does everything for her, gives her attention, agrees with her on everything, and always puts her feelings before his own. He thinks he's being the perfect boyfriend. But slowly she starts losing interest. She starts making decisions in the relationship, planning everything, leading every conversation. At first she appreciates his kindness, but soon it starts to feel weak. She realizes he's afraid to disagree with her, afraid to set boundaries, afraid to lead. And when that happens, she starts to resent him. She might not even know why. She just feels something is missing. Then one day she meets a man who doesn't seek her approval. A man who isn't afraid to challenge her, who knows what he wants, who doesn't put her on a pedestal. And suddenly she feels something again. Attraction. This is why women leave men who think love is enough. Because without strength, leadership, and confidence, love turns into weakness. And women never stay with men they see as weak. 3. The more you prove yourself, the less she wants you. Most men believe they have to prove their worth to a woman, show her they're good enough, work hard to keep her attention, and constantly remind her how much they love her. But here's the truth. The moment you start proving yourself, she starts losing interest. Why? Because a man who truly knows his value doesn't need to prove it. He just is. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how the men who try the hardest get ignored, while the ones who do the bare minimum seem to have women chasing them? It's not because women love bad treatment. It's because women respect confidence, and nothing screams insecurity louder than a man who constantly seeks approval. When you over-explain yourself, when you keep checking if she's happy, when you feel the need to remind her how lucky she is, what you're really saying is, I don't believe I'm enough, so let me convince you. And the moment she senses that, her attraction starts fading. A high-value man doesn't chase validation. He doesn't need a woman to recognize his worth because he already knows it. And that quiet confidence, that's what keeps her drawn to him. She doesn't want a man who begs for her attention. She wants a man who already has purpose, focus, and drive, with or without her. So stop proving yourself. Be the man she wants to prove herself to. 4. She gets bored when you make her too comfortable. Most men think the key to keeping a woman is making her feel comfortable. They make life easy for her, agree with everything she says, and avoid conflict at all costs. And then they're shocked when she walks away. Wake up. Women don't leave because they're unhappy. They leave because they stop feeling anything at all. When a relationship becomes too predictable, too routine, too easy, the excitement dies. She doesn't feel the same rush she felt in the beginning. She stops looking forward to seeing you, and eventually she starts wondering if there's something or someone more exciting out there. And this is where most men fail. Instead of keeping the fire alive, they smother it with too much comfort, too much availability, too much sameness. They think they're doing the right thing, but in reality, they're slowly turning into a background character in their own relationship. Look, being a good partner doesn't mean being a predictable, safe, boring one. If you never challenge her, never bring new energy, never give her space to miss you, you're killing the attraction without even realizing it. So stop playing it safe. Have a life outside of her. Set boundaries. Take risks. Challenge her. Keep her guessing, not by playing games, but by being a man who is constantly evolving, constantly improving, constantly keeping her on her toes. Because if you don't, she won't even have to think twice before leaving. 5. She wants to feel weak, but you make her feel strong. Modern men have been brainwashed into believing that women want equality and attraction. That if you treat her as your equal in every way, she will love and respect you more. But attraction doesn't work that way. She doesn't want to feel like you're equal. She wants to feel your strength. This doesn't mean treating her badly or looking down on her. It means leading the relationship, standing your ground and not folding under pressure. Women are naturally drawn to men who make them feel protected, guided, and a little out of control. Not in a dangerous way, but in a way that reminds them of your power. But here's where most men fail. They make women feel stronger than them. They hesitate. They second-guess themselves. They apologize for things they don't need to apologize for. They follow her lead instead of taking charge. And guess what? The moment she realizes she has more control than you, she stops respecting you. She doesn't want to be the leader. She doesn't want to be the one making all the decisions. She wants a man who knows what he's doing and doesn't need her approval. So stop seeking permission. Stop being afraid to tell her no. Stop waiting for her to take the lead. Be the man she can surrender to. Because if she feels stronger than you, she won't stay. 6. She leaves the man who makes her. His mission: too many men make the fatal mistake of making a woman their purpose. They drop everything for her, rearrange their life around her, and make her happiness their #1 goal. And at first, she might love the attention. But over time, something shifts. She starts pulling away. She starts feeling less attracted. And eventually she leaves. Why? Because a woman doesn't want to be your purpose. She wants to join a man who already has one. The moment she realizes that she's the most important thing in your life, she loses interest. Not because she doesn't appreciate love, but because she doesn't want to be your leader. She wants to look at you and see a man who is already moving forward, already chasing something bigger than her. A woman wants to feel inspired by the man she's with. She wants to feel like she's joining a journey, not becoming the journey itself. If you have no direction, if your life revolves around her, if your only goal is keeping her happy, you are giving her a reason to walk away. The most attractive men aren't the ones constantly proving their love. They're the ones who have goals, ambitions, and a life that keeps moving, whether she's in it or not. So stop making her your mission. Be the man she wants to chase, not the man chasing her. 7. If she knows you'll never leave, she will. Women don't leave men because they're treated badly. They leave men who make it too obvious they'll never leave. When a woman knows, without a doubt, that no matter what she does, no matter how she treats you, no matter how much she pulls away, you'll always be there. She loses all respect for you. Men think loyalty means never leaving no matter what. But true loyalty isn't blind obedience. It's self-respect. If you let her disrespect you, walk all over you, and test your limits without ever standing up for yourself, you're not being loyal, you're being weak. And weak men get left. A woman needs to feel like she can lose you. Not because you're playing games, not because you're manipulating her, but because you are a man who values himself. She needs to know that if she crosses the line, you won't beg, you won't plead, you will walk away. Most men fear this. They think if they act like they don't need her, she'll leave. But the truth is the opposite. If she knows she has 100% of your love no matter what, she will take it for granted. The men who keep women are the ones who respect themselves first. They don't tolerate disrespect. They don't chase when she pulls away. They don't sit around waiting for her approval. And because of that, she stays. So stop being afraid to lose her. The moment she senses you can walk away, she'll fight to keep you. Here's the brutal truth. Women don't leave the worst men, they leave the weakest ones. Not weak in the gym, not weak in their bank account, weak in their mindset. If you've ever been left by a woman you loved, ask yourself this: did she leave because you were a bad man, or because you gave her everything except a reason to respect you? Women don't leave men who challenge them. They don't leave men who make them feel safe, excited, and inspired. They leave men who hand over all their power, who seek approval instead of respect, who worship instead of lead. So if you've ever been blindsided, if you've ever thought, but I did everything for her, that's exactly the problem. If this video opened your eyes, let me know in the comments. Have you ever been in a situation like this? What happened? And if you're serious about improving yourself as a man, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Because if you don't, you might just make the same mistake again.